Hello everyone, CSWord here, and as of 116, zero ticking will be removed from the game. Now sugarcane is still the only plant that cannot be bone mealed to produce en masse like bamboo or any of the other plants, so we still need an effective way of farming it. The two ways you can farm it are either with a large field and have a flying machine sweep across and destroy everything, creating a whole bunch of lag because of all the entities, or have a module design that breaks individual pieces or segments at a time, and then taking up a lot less space while doing so. Clearly this is the more effective way, but which module is the most effective? So I went ahead and ran the numbers by having a tick warp simulate 10 hours and then having a counter command at the end to see the amount of sugarcane per hour per different wool type at the bottom there. And if I throw the numbers up on screen, you can see at the very bottom, jumping to the end, the average ranges anywhere between 3.2 and 3.4. Pretty much 3.3 sugarcane per hour for each module. It really does not matter which design you go with. They are all going to give you pretty much the same results in the end. Now, if you look at the rest of the numbers, we had a minimum of 2.8 and a high of 3.8. Now, I'm pretty sure both of those are flukes because I did not have a 2.9 or a 3.7. But over the 32 different trials held on different days at different times to ensure the most randomness, the total number I got had a low of 103 and a high of 107. That's a difference of 4 sugarcane over roughly 2 simulated weeks. Such a small difference, it really doesn't matter. So, jumping back over to look at all of the designs, we can see, first for starters, the classic probably saves the most amount of lag and resources, as it waits until the sugarcane is at a HUD of 3 before firing, and this design I'm quasi powering the piston and updating it via the note block. Of course, you could just have a block with some dust on the back, but then that would fire the neighboring designs if you had this tile. And so, yeah. Then a design from a previous video of mine, I don't like it. It takes multiple steps to destroy the sugarcane. And then I tried improving the speed by having the piston here instantly fire by the slime moving this back. And something I found out during my testing is that for some reason the observer can detect the bottom sugarcane being grown or going through a growth stage. Why this is the case, I do not know. It doesn't do that for any of the other plants like this. But yeah, this design I figured you just have a observer observe that observer to fire the piston straight down. Now, firing the piston straight down is actually an improvement because we do not need that extra space out front for any of the collection or that. And so you could easily have these back to back in a simple minecart underneath, and that'd probably save you the most amount of space, mostly because you don't have to extend any further out. Even compared to the classic design, this is flat. Okay? And so with that in mind, I wanted to see if I can do that to my old design. It didn't really work out here because it went further, and there it is in a sideways sort of manner. I don't know really how to explain these ones, but then I decided to try and remove the observer completely and see what that would do. And so over here is the observerless designs. The pistons here are being quasi-powered, and as soon as the sugarcane grows up, one will break it and the other will reset the bud system here. Alright, and well, clearly I wanted to have the downward facing piston, and so I ended up with this design. Clearly this one takes an additional piston to reset, and I needed an immovable block here to prevent this piston from moving from the slime block. So yeah, it really doesn't matter which design you go with, just remember that. But that's all I have for today, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.